Hey guys, it's Greg Luther and we are ready to go live. I've got a lot of information I want to be sharing with you here today. Give everybody a second to log in. We've got tons of info that I'm going to be covering for you. I think you'll find this to be tremendously valuable for you in getting you to a position that 2020 becomes one of the biggest years you've ever had in real estate. Doesn't really matter what your current production looks like. On today's training, I'm actually going to give you some real world info on what's working today. So we are doing this live. I'm flying by the seat of my pants. Hopefully we've got everybody getting logged in here and ready to take some notes. I'm giving you some good information here today. And I think you'll find with both sides, I've got two sides of this dry erase board, you'll find it to be incredibly helpful for you. So hopefully we have people logging in right now. Numbers starting to climb here. I know being that we're recording this on a Sunday night, we'll see who all's available to get their business going in the right direction. I want you to get settled in. I want you to be ready to take some notes here. And we're going to go ahead and get started with what you need to do to change who it is you are as a salesperson, what you're doing as a real estate agent to get some higher numbers for yourself. How do you attract buyers and sellers in today's market, as difficult as it is with the internet kind of taking over everything that we're doing? So I want to talk a little bit about that, show you what you need to do to get started. So we do have, I know you're not going to be able to see this over here very well, but the 3 best ads that are generating lots and lots of buyers and sellers. The reason I printed these off, just a couple of days ago, my Inner Circle members involved in our Greg Luther Inner Circle coaching, we did what we call our ad clinic call. So what that is our members can send in their ads and we'll show what's working really well, who's getting leads at $3, $4 a piece, and some of the changes we can make with that. So the best buyer ad, the best seller ad, and the best luxury ad. If you're looking to get some luxury end buyers that can close very quickly, getting a luxury end transaction is worth a lot of money to you. So those are the ads. We'll talk a little bit about that, how you can get access to them and that type of thing as we go through the training today. But as we get started, I want to talk about the 2 biggest problems that most real estate agents face. I want you to think about all of the issues you have in your business. You're not allowed to say, I need more closings, but what are the 2 biggest problems you have in your real estate business? And I'm going to show you what I found. I coach 30,000 realtors around the country at all different levels, from one-on-one, talking to them on a regular basis, to some of the group coaching members and some that just kind of follow our stuff as well. But I've always found there's 2 major issues here. Number 1, that gets in the way of you making money is distractions. I'm sure you will agree there's more distractions now than ever before. It used to be we had to go to the office and check our office phone to see if the red light was blinking. That was our communications back in the day. Now we got office line, cell phone, home number, email, secondary email, the other email we use for all our spam. We got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of these things. And it seems like the more connections we have, the less connected we are. Now, coupling that with the fact that you get hundreds of emails every single day, distractions are at an all-time high. So it's really hard for you as CEO of your small real estate business here, it's really hard for you to stay focused on one specific approach that will predictably get the number of closings you need. So what I found is some of our top producers in our group, even if they started with very little, let's say they were closing 1 deal a month, now that they're at 18, 20, 22 transactions a month. Some of the top producers, you may not even want to go that high, but let's say you get to 8 closings a month. It's real hard to distract an agent like that because they're so busy doing the actual work, they're not wasting their time with distractions. So problem number 1 is distractions. Problem number 2 is procrastination. Of course, I got to use really long words here that take me forever. I probably misspelled them as well. Never spell on camera. So procrastination is another big problem. So I'll give you an example. What a lot of agents do is they'll check their email. And when they're done checking their email, they'll check, delete. And then they'll open this one. And then they'll download this report. And then they'll go check out this webinar real quick. And then they'll see what this white paper's all about and everything else. And when they're finally done with all that, you know what they do next? They hit refresh to see if any new distractions have came in. So the problem is, if you're procrastinating, you're actually looking for distractions so you feel like you're busy in your real estate business. And if you're dealing with distractions, it allows you to procrastinate. So these two lead hand in hand. So it doesn't matter if you have the greatest real estate system out there, if you're dealing with all the other stuff, or worse, you're in a position that you think you need to keep learning. You do not need to keep learning. What I'm going to show you when we flip this board, by the way, welcome Benjamin Franklin here. We're in my house on a Sunday night, so this is right over my fireplace. But when I flip this board, I'm going to show you one system you can use today. I wouldn't do it tonight, but do it on Monday to instantly get yourself more business. So you don't need to learn anymore. How about enough of this learning, let's start doing. You agree with that? So as we start to move through this process, I'm going to show you exactly what you do to get there. So distraction and procrastination are two things that you have to avoid if you're going to start doing this the right way. Now, next thing that comes up on the board here, why have referrals died? Okay, so if you've been working as a realtor for years and years and you've had lots of referrals and you pride yourself on, most of my clients come from past clients and referrals. Well, how's that working out lately? Even though it still works, and even though you are still getting business, and I recommend you work your referral source, you will see every single year it works a little less and a little less. And some of you that are watching right now, if you've been licensed 20 years or more, you know, I'm just not getting the referrals I was. Do you know why that is? Why have referrals pretty much died? Or I should say they're slowly dying. Next year will be worse than this year. The year after that will be worse than next year. Why are they slowly dying? Because the way buyers and sellers find their agents is not the same anymore. The internet has taken that over. They do their own searches. Nobody goes into the office. Let's say they work in a cubicle at an office somewhere. They don't go in and ask the other ladies at the office, man, we're thinking about buying a house. Do you guys happen to know of any real estate agents I can trust? Do you know of anybody that would do a good job of selling our home? Do you know any listing agents? They don't do that anymore. They can see all the reviews online. They can see good stuff, bad stuff. They can do all of their own research. They don't have to worry about what Betty thinks of the realtor she used 7 years ago. So while this worked before because word of mouth was the only way to get your message out there, today it's not as effective as it was. Again, still effective, very much effective, but every year you're seeing it lower and lower and lower. So referrals have died simply because everybody has everything available for them on the internet. We're going to talk about, as I flip this over, you can see it's almost Christmas time. I don't know if you guys can tell, I've got our stockings up here at the house too. But as we flip this over, I'm going to show you what they're doing now that they're searching online. You've got to understand as a real estate agent, what you used to do was run a search for your buyers and go show them houses. They don't need you for that anymore. If you think that your purpose is, well, if you work with me, I can, if you're looking from 400 to 450,000, I can run a little search on my computer here and I can tell you everything that's available. Hell, they can find houses you can't find on the MLS these days. So that real estate world is dead. If that's what, that's why realtors, or that's why buyers aren't committed to you, or they're not serious, or they're just looking, or they're not in a big hurry, because they don't want to work with you. They can run their own search easier than you can run yours. Hell, you have to log in. They don't even have to log into anything. They get all of that access without you. So we're going to talk about, when I flip this over, we're going to talk about what you're offering in 2020. So these buyers and sellers want to work with you immediately and they're going to stick with you. How's that sound for you? So hopefully you're finding this helpful and just kind of reprogramming what you need to do for 2020. If this is helpful for you, make sure you're liking the video here, give me your comments. We appreciate the community working together. I know we've got some of our followers watching as well. Please get everybody going here. Find out, this is what we need to be doing, right? Is this ringing a bell with you? Is this making you realize, holy crap, I got to change what it is I've done for 25 years as a real estate agent, okay? So that's why referrals have died. Now, here's a big one. I really want you to think about this. Old school approach, follow up with your leads. Follow up with your leads now and watch what happens. Call them and watch what happens. If their phone rings, it actually makes them mad. Telemarketers, robocalls, all of the crap that they're getting, it makes them mad when their phone rings. So even if they do answer it, they're in the wrong frame of mind to begin with. Like they're thinking, oh my gosh, I know this is a salesperson. Well, when they answer, it's you who is a salesperson. Even though they want to buy or sell a house, even though they left their information as a lead online, if you're calling your leads, you are getting less than a 2% conversion rate. Let me tell you the numbers from 30,000 realtors around the country. So that means if you generate 100 leads, you're getting less than 2 to actually meet with you. It's not a numbers game. It's not keep calling and keep calling. There's coaches out there that will teach you need to make 100 calls a day, 100 door knocks a day. That's a good way to get cussed out and hung up or shot. That's what's going to happen today. Nothing makes people madder than to be bothered. How do you feel when the doorbell rings? Who the hell is that? Who would be knocking on my door at this time? And it's a salesperson. Well, the same is true when you're calling your leads. It doesn't work because they're in the wrong frame of mind. Now, granted, it worked great back when we used to be able to follow up with leads that way. When I was a kid, and I'm not that old, but when I was a kid, when the house phone rang, it sounded like a herd of elephants in the house. Everybody's running, I got it, no, I got it. It's for me, Mom, you can hang up. Now, the phone will ring in their pocket, and they'll be like, oh shit, I don't know who that is. I'll let it go to voicemail. And then what are you doing, leaving a message? How's those callbacks working out for you? You have to get out of dinosaur realty. I know it worked before. I know you made millions of dollars before. It doesn't work today. You have to get out of dinosaur realty. You got to know how to communicate with them. By the way, if you send them some emails, you can do a drip email sequence. Emails have a 10% open rate. If you send to 100 leads, only 10 even open the damn thing. If you have a clickable link in there, 2 of the 10 will open it. Guess what we're back to? 2 out of 100. You cannot communicate that way. You have to be able to build your audience and give them value. You know what I'm doing at this very minute? Building my audience and giving them tremendous value. Do you agree that you could give housing tips, home buying tips, home selling tips, how to increase the value of your home, how to choose a real estate agent, the 5 things you must ask? How do I choose a mortgage company? What kind of credit score do I need to buy a house? What if you actually educated your consumer instead of saying, hey, I was just calling to see if you guys are ready to buy and sell a house yet? No? When do you think you might be ready? Okay, well, I'll call you then. You're calling for your own use. You're calling for your own benefit, not theirs. You gotta get away from calling your leads. They don't want the damn call anyway. You'll do better with Facebook Messenger than you will with a phone. You'll do better with text than you will a phone. But you'll even do better with Messenger than you will text. An email, it might as well be a fax. It's just about done. Another couple of years, you can throw out your email like you've thrown out your fax machine. It's really not needed anymore. There's too many great ways to communicate, much like I'm communicating with you right now. So you can build your audience, get followers, become famous in that marketplace for literally less than a penny per view. Less than 1 cent per view. We're doing it every single day. When we did this ad clinic call the other day for our members of Luther Inner Circle, when we did this ad call, we were talking about agents that are getting video views. They even have videos made for them, so they don't have to do it. You can have a video made for $5. You can have video views for less than 1 penny. So think about how can we communicate. That's better than me making a phone call. I hate making the damn calls anyway. If I can get better results for a penny instead of me making the call, sign me up. That's a much better approach. Anybody that's telling you to call, smiling and dialing, door knocking, doing all the referrals, trust me, they sold real estate in the 80s or they never sold real estate in their life. What it does is it gives you the illusion of movement in your business. Those of you taking notes, I want you to write that down. The illusion of movement in your real estate business is what it gives you. Okay? So again, calling all of your leads doesn't work. Now, another big problem here, and then we're going to flip this. Another big problem is your addiction to leads and emails. Now, I know you don't think you're addicted to it, but think about this. What's the first thing you're doing when you wake up in the morning? Is it having some coffee and breakfast with the spouse and just kind of contemplating your day and where the next vacation is and a couple of tasks you have to do today? Or is it go, 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 go all day long as I can. Then when I lay down, finally my day's, oh shit, I forgot to call Bob. That's how most realtors live. And the problem is we're addicted to thinking we need new leads. Well, I signed up with Zillow. They're charging me $400 a month. Those leads are no good. I'm going to sign up for Realtor.com. They're charging me $800. Those leads are no good. Hey, there's a new source where the CRM program will link up to an automatic dialer that then has an email sequence and it will drip automatically. And then that connects to the mailman because he'll send a newsletter every month. It's the illusion of movement in your business. You do not need more leads because you don't know how to convert the leads. By the way, it's not a problem that the leads are no good. People are not leaving their name, phone number, address, and email on various websites because they don't want to buy a house. They don't want what you offer. When you call them, it is not desirable to them. They can get that on their own. They don't need you. So we're going to talk about here in less than 2 minutes. I'm going to flip this over and show you what they will need, how to create a need for yourself. I'd love to work with you on a regular basis. There's only so much we can do in 20, 30, 40 minutes here to really get you reprogrammed on what you need to do for 2020. Let me tell you, the agents involved with me, involved in Greg Luther Inner Circle, they're going to have a tremendous year. This year was phenomenal for them. Wait till you see what happens as they stay involved and get more and more going for themselves. So you got to get away from thinking you need more leads and opening those damn emails. Every single day, the same people are emailing you. You know what's in your email box? Other people's agenda, not yours. That's what's in your email box every day, including if you're getting emails from me. You need to unsubscribe from anybody that's not providing tremendous value for you. Open it up, scroll to the bottom, and unsubscribe. I know you're going to feel like you're missing out on something. What you're going to do is you will get your focus back. You're going to be able to get rid of the procrastination and all of those distractions that are in your way. You'll see how all of this ties together. Okay? So, what I want to do, again, we'll talk about these best 3 ads, but what I want to do is show you how you put all of this together for yourself. I'm actually going to make you an offer as well, so you and I can work together in 2020. But the first thing I want you to think about is, why should someone use you? Why do you think someone should use you as a real estate agent? Now, a couple of things you're not allowed to say. I really care about their business. Customer service is important to me. If you choose some of those top producers, they really don't care about you and you're just a number to them, but I really care about you and I'll do a good job. I was born and raised in this area. I've been here 40 years and I know the market, so nobody gives a shit about that. That'd be like you opening a plumbing business and on the side it says family owned since 1962. That used to matter in America. It doesn't today. And I really don't care if it matters to you. Their perception is our reality. What the buyers and sellers think in today's market is our reality. So let me ask you, what are the advantages of me using you over the other 5,000 realtors in town? If you don't have an answer to that, and you want to write down that question in your notes, by the way, why should someone use me? If you do not have a good answer for that question, here's the problem you're going to have. You will think there's a lot of competition in your area. You will think, well, Greg, I can't get 7%. Everybody here gets 5%. 5% for what? They can list it in the MLS for 1% in your market. Tell me a market. I'll show you they can do it probably for less than 1%. So if you think it's an apples to apples compare, that's like attorneys saying, oh no, attorneys in this area are only $50 an hour. Well, then you suck like the rest of them. Maybe if you had a better product, maybe if you could provide a better service for your customer without using the word service. I provide better service. Okay, tell me how. Because you answer your phone? So you have to think about why someone would use you. If I'm moving to your town and I say, well, my relocation company provides a realtor for me and my buddy knows a realtor. He actually lives in the area and he used a realtor that's with Remax or Keller Williams or Century 21, whatever. They really like them, so I'll probably go with them. Why should I use you instead? Do you have an answer or do you have bullshit? Like, what comes out of your mouth when they ask, why should I use you? Is it like throwing out the things that really matter? Or is it just throwing out garbage? Why should someone use you? The answer to this lies in the answer to the next question. And this is a big one for you. I want you to write this down. What is your superpower? I want you to think about this for a minute. What is your superpower? What can you do that the other 6,300 realtors in your town cannot do? You're not allowed to say, I answer my phone, I care about your business, I'm a really good negotiator. They can negotiate better if they don't use you, by the way. Side note, if the home's 300 grand, do you agree the listing agent would probably knock off 2% if they don't use a realtor? I don't care if you would or not. Would your competition? You've met your competition. Would they knock off 2% if they don't use a realtor? Okay, so on 300,000, they're already at 294 because they didn't use you. Now they'll negotiate with the seller. Negotiating you out makes them more money. That's why buyers don't see value in buyer representation anymore. I see value in it. I know you do as well. Perception is our reality. Their perception is our reality. So you got to think about what is your superpower. I'm going to tell you what our superpower is here. Our superpower, for everybody involved in Luther Inner Circle, our superpower is we understand target marketing and how to expose a property to the most opportune buyer. So we're talking in terms of sellers right now. We understand target marketing and how to expose the property to the most opportune buyer. What does that mean? What that means is your home has a first floor master and all the other bedrooms are upstairs. You have a fenced-in yard and it's in a good school district. Okay? Picture that house in your mind. What did I say? First floor master, other bedrooms are upstairs, fenced-in yard, in a good school district. Okay? Here's your presentation. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I want to tell you who your most opportune buyer is because this is the only people you should be marketing to. There are companies in town that are going to tell you they have a television show on Sundays and they do magazines and they have an internet presence and heck, some of them even have billboards and bus benches. But the fact is the only people that are going to buy your home are between 35 and 55 years old. It's not going to be a younger couple because if they have young kids, they're going to want to be on the same level as the nursery. But if they have teenagers, they want to be on a different level. They're getting older, they'd like to be on the first floor. So you're going to sell to someone that's 35 to 55 years old. They probably have 2 kids or more near teenage years going to this school district. Now, based on the approximate sale price you're going to have here, they're going to need to have an annual household income of $140,000 or more, and they'll need a credit score of 660 or higher. That's who we need to market to. So what I do is I use mailing list and marketing list companies to go out and find those local people so we can target them specifically. I see that you guys have children here. I'm sure you remember when you had babies, you remember you used to use Pampers, but you got the Huggies sample in the mailbox. Now, you probably thought that Huggy diaper with the red envelope actually went to everybody in the neighborhood, didn't you? No, it went to you because they knew you were buying Pampers. That's a targeted marketing approach. So your home's only going to sell to a certain type of individual. We use that target marketing to go out and find that prospect because what happens is the more rabid we can get, a feeding frenzy going on your home, people that have a rabid response to your home, the higher we can get the price. Price is a function of supply and demand. If you're working with a real estate agent that can create more demand for your property, you're going to find it will actually sell for more, rather than just interviewing a bunch of realtors and whoever promises you a fake number. Okay, that's what we call price-stitution. You don't want to deal with a price-stitute. You want to deal with a licensed real estate agent that knows what they're doing here, only if you're in good moods with them, should you use that term, by the way. But anyway, inside our bulletproof listing presentation, that's one of the things I show you. How do we build value? How do we show our superpower? How do we present price to them so they don't want that crazy high number? Because we always know they want that number. Is this stuff helping you, by the way? Give me some feedback here. What do you think about this? Type your thoughts on this. Like the video if you like it. Don't like it if you don't like it, but let me know your thoughts. You have questions about this kind of stuff. So what is your superpower? So I'll give you an example of how easy this is to work. Inside our foundational model, agents that get involved with us, with Greg Luther Inner Circle, inside that foundational model, we show them, I don't want to coach you. I don't want to teach you. I don't want to show you all kinds of new stuff. I don't want you to get freaked out because you don't like technology. I just want to get you a closing in the next 30 days. If I can get you a closing in the next 30 days, like our Inner Circle coaching is $377. It's $377 a month. If I can get you one closing, that's a damn good trade. We don't need to learn more. You don't need to be amazed. Wow, that Greg, he really knows something. Let's just get you closings. So inside Foundational Model, we show you a really easy way to get one listing in your first 30 days. How do I get one? You'll probably get 2 or 3. But if we just get one listing the very first month, good deal. So what we'll do is we'll find people that are motivated to sell now. You know, one of the big problems with all of the leads you get, none of them are ready. If you ask them when they're going to be ready, they'll say 1 or 2 years. Well, then what do? Send them drip emails for 2 years? So how do we get motivated people to do this? And, you know, the big question for a lot of people is, oh, target marketing costs a lot of money. It's less than a penny a person out the door. If you're utilizing the expensive target marketing, that's going to cost way too much money. But let me tell you, if I get a listing, I can spend less than $100 and get it closed. Many times we'll get both sides because remember, if your advertising works, they call you. If you go directly to that buyer, they contact you. If you work in the higher end price range, they also have a home to sell before they move up to that price. So it's all about how you learn this the right way. There's a lot of wrong ways to do it. Because let me tell you, there's people that will take advantage of you. You agree as a real estate agent, there's a lot of companies that don't know anything from anything, if you know what I mean. And they want to sell you all of this expensive stuff. It's not needed. The foundational model shows you how to get closings with $0 out of pocket. Zero, not $5, $0. I take that back. One of the approaches, you might need about 10 stamps. So it would be $5. Okay? So inside this foundational model, we get people that are ready right now for sale by owners, expireds. By the way, I know you hate both of those, and let me tell you why. Because they're just about ready. They're actively looking, which means they're a little tougher to deal with. Oh, you want to take it easy? You don't like how tough they are on you? Well, call a bunch of leads that tell you to go screw yourself. We don't want to work with you for 2 years. Stop being a coward. These people want to list their house now. NAR says 83% of them are going to list with a realtor. How about if we just braven up a little bit? Let's put on our big boy pants. Let's call them up. Let's use simple 3 questions because what we're going to do is put them on our Dream Home Finder program to get us in the door. Inside foundational model, I show you. Call them up, ask 3 questions. They will ask you to come out to the home. Now, I know that's way different than anything you've ever seen before, but let me tell you, we got thousands of agents doing it all over the country. This is not hope marketing. This is what's actually working every single day. I actually get referrals that way as well. I got some virtual assistants that call for some of our agents and set up these appointments for them, and then I get 25%. You can do it all yourself, keep all the money, but it works that well. I got people from the Philippines doing it. They don't even know where Albuquerque, New Mexico is on the map, and they can get appointments. So I teach inside the foundational model, let's just get you a couple of closings the first month. If we can make that happen, 1, 2 deals in contract, you'll feel pretty good about where you're going. Then we'll build all the other stuff that we need to build. Does that make sense? So if you call them, or email them, text them, whatever method you use. And I teach a lot of that in foundational model. Some of the better medias that you can use. As an example, we can load all of them into Facebook under custom audience. Then they call us. They're like, man, I've been seeing your ads everywhere. Every time I scroll through my Facebook feed, I see your ads. You've been seeing mine too, haven't you? Looks like this stuff works. You're here today. What if all of the for sale by owners and expireds and motivated people in your marketplace were seeing your ads? Just a little picture ad that said something along these lines. Just a little picture ad they're scrolling through and they're like, wow, look at this staircase in the luxury market. What do you think would happen if you've got good ads in front of them? And you pay less than a penny, by the way. You don't need to spend a bunch of money. Okay, I've heard agents say, well, that costs a lot of money. No, you're losing $20,000 a month right now. How about if we cut out that expense? You have over $20,000 in lost revenue that your family is having ripped out of their bank account because you're like, well, I don't have $100. Greg, I don't have $377. Then you get to stay broke. That's like saying you can't afford your car. Okay, well, then you get to walk. You better find a way to do it because you have to be mobile in order to get what you need, right? You have to learn this stuff in order to make the money. You don't sign up for something like that once you're making money. That will never happen. That's what you did for all of 2019. You got to get your business going the right way. So again, back to this here. If you are teaching them how your superpower works, and you can show them on the seller's side, it's target marketing, how to expose the property to the most opportune buyer. And I give you all that wording and the scripts and everything you need. It's really easy to do. That's a whole lot better than saying, I care about your business and I'm with a big company. Nobody cares about that shit. That's important to you. So that's what we'll teach for sellers. On the buy side, we show them how we can get them access to unlisted properties. Now, I want to be clear about this. I didn't say anything about pocket listings. You should not have pocket listings. They are illegal in your marketplace. But there's a whole bunch of unlisted properties that are not listed with you, that you're not even allowed to put in the MLS, that you can get them access to. We show you how to use that Dream Home Finder or Unlisted Homes list. So all of this ties in together. We teach you all that in the Facebook Riches training as well. That's $2,000, but when you learn how to do it, that really gets you a whole bunch of business. Let me front you the money for the Facebook Riches program. It's $1,995 on our site. Let me guess, you can't afford it, right? What if you make $20,000 your first month? What if you make 40? What if you closed one deal in a freaking year? Would it be a good investment? I'll tell you what, how about I give it to you? How about I just give you that training? Would you want it then? So there's actually value in it. Don't talk yourself out of, I don't need it because I don't have the money. I'll give you the damn thing. I'm going to show you how you can actually get access to that. So there's really 6 steps to a big 2020 for you. Here's the 6 steps, and I want you to write these down as well, because what this is, and by the way, I do want you to join up with our Inner Circle coaching program. I know what it's going to do for you. There's agents that have had tremendous results from just knowing, here's the focus that I need. Really simple to do. I don't need to learn technology. I don't have to buy websites. You don't even need a website anymore, but I don't have to buy websites and various leads and all of these sources and all of that. If you go to lutherinnercircle.com, and you'll want to do it while you're on here. So I'm serious. Keep watching this video. You better find another device. Find a different phone. Find your laptop. Grab your spouse's phone. Whatever you need to do. You want to go to lutherinnercircle.com to get joined up while we're live, because I'm going to give you some awesome bonuses if you do. So what will happen is, if you do join up in 2020, you want to get some good campaigns together for yourself. I'm going to show you exactly what we're going to do to put that together. Number 1 is you're going to get a jump start. Because again, I don't want to teach you anything. I don't want to impress you with a whole bunch of new stuff that you didn't know about, because what that does is that creates the illusion of movement. You're like, ooh, I learned something new today. I don't care. Go make some money. You don't get paid unless someone signs a piece of paper. Let's make it real simple in real estate. If somebody didn't sign a listing contract or sign a buyer contract, you were doing charity work all last week. This whole month, you've been doing charity work if somebody didn't sign a listing contract or sign a buyer contract. Everything else is the illusion of movement. So I'm going to give you a jump start, because that foundational model that we're talking about, it's a very simple training inside of Luther Inner Circle. That's $495, by the way. We sell that for $495 on the site. I'm just going to give it to you tonight, as long as you're joined up here on this live. I'm going to give it to you. And you're going to know how to get immediate results. If I can get you a jump start, life's going to be pretty good for you. You don't have a problem with expenses. You have a problem with income. Can you write that down as well? I don't have a problem with expenses. I have a problem with income. You can cut your expenses all you want. Hell, you could renegotiate your mortgage if things are that bad for you. You're still going to die. You're still going to go bankrupt. You can renegotiate your car and someone else will refinance it to a 7-year mortgage so your payments look... What are you doing? How about if we go sell one house? How much do you make if you sell one house? Okay, we're fixed. Let's do that again next month. Let's close 2 the following month. We don't need to go big. All these agents you see in our members group that are now doing 10, 15, 20, they're making tons of money because they're trying to build a retirement for themselves. If you're just trying to survive, 1 or 2 deals consistently every month makes all the difference you need, in addition to what you're doing currently. So the first thing is, I'm going to give you that jump start. We also do a group call twice a month. So every other Thursday, we have a group video conference where I'm going to be going over one of the systems that's working really well and how you duplicate it. We do it every other Thursday. It's a live call. You can get your questions answered on there. And if you don't make it live on the call, that gets loaded onto the members' website. You can watch it anytime, any day, whenever you want, review it, pause it, all of that. So that group call is twice a month. Okay, so we do that on a consistent basis. We also do this ad clinic call. Now, I want to tell you about this. So I'm going to flip this board over. You remember I was telling you about these top 3 ads? We just went over these 3 ads on the ad clinic call last week. If you join up right now, you'll actually get access to that ad clinic call where we showed how agents are getting leads at $3, $4 a piece, how they're closing these leads, the wording you need to use, how to change the photos so you get better results, how to run an ad in the first damn place, where you can spend less than a penny a view. Those that are joining up, you actually get the last ad clinic call we did. And again, we do that every single month. That's a benefit of being in Luther Inner Circle. I'm going to take some of our top producers. The one ad that we showed on the ad clinic, you'll actually see on there, that agent's closing 20 to 23 deals a month. 20 to 23 a month. Now, in all fairness, there's 3 licensees there. But they're closing 20 to 23 a month. So you're going to get those ads. Just please copy them in your marketplace. That's all you have to do. As a member with Luther Inner Circle, you're going to be able to do that. Okay? So you'll get the ad clinic calls every month. You're also going to get quarterly interviews with top producers. So, and I apologize for the writing. You're going to get quarterly interviews. Each quarter, I interview a top producer. You can see some of them on YouTube. But we interview some of our top producing agents that were struggling originally and got a big, big turnaround. Okay? So you'll see what they're doing, how they're getting results. This is the best ad I'm using right now. Here's the script I'm using to convert. You get to use that as a member as well with those quarterly interviews. You're also going to get the Career Advisor newsletter. So this is a coaching newsletter that comes in the mail every single month, as well as the Get Money Now campaign. Let me show you this. So the newsletter that's going to come in your mailbox every single month, you're going to get this. This is the December issue. This is the Career Advisor coaching newsletter. I write every single word of this, and I show you how to put these things together for your own business. It shows you our coaching agenda, all of the calls and live meetings we have coming up, and all of that. And then you're also going to get your Get Money Now campaign. The Get Money Now campaign is something you can implement this month, very easy to implement, to get some money for yourself, get some closings. This is talking about your offer campaigns for 2020. I don't know how well you can see it on the camera here, but this shows you all of the offer campaigns you can put together so that it doesn't cost you money to make money. So you're going to get those, and you're also going to get email access to our entire team, so we can help you with implementation. We will help you with implementing as well. So you'll get email access to us. Another thing I didn't even note here is every year, twice a year, we have a live coaching retreat. A 2-day conference where we all get together. The last one was in San Diego, California. The next one's in Orlando, Florida. You get to go for free. We don't charge you tickets to go because you're a member with Luther Inner Circle. Now, here's the thing. Some a la carte stuff for you to think about. Foundational model is $4.95. The Facebook training, Facebook Riches, to show you how to run ads on Facebook and actually use your Facebook page for profit. We have agents getting tons and tons of closings from their Facebook page. We show you how to do that. That's $1,995. The Bulletproof Listing presentation, if you want to give a better listing presentation, you'll see that on our member site. It's $1,000. I'm going to give you that as well. And the Rapid Closings Conference, it gives you a fast start on how to get a bunch of closings going for yourself. We sell that for $595. I'll give you that as well. That's over $5,000, a little over $4,000 here, plus the 3 best ads. $5,000 in bonuses. I'm giving it to you as long as you're joined up here today. And I can see a few of you. We've already had 9 of you sign up. 10 of you sign up while you're on the call here. So welcome to the training, by the way. Welcome to a better business for yourself. So again, you'll go to lutherinnercircle.com. When you get joined up, again, these are the 6 things we're going to get you started with as an Inner Circle member. You followed me for a while. I know you get tons of value. I know you're seeing good stuff here. Watch what happens on the inside. Here's what I want you to ask yourself. If that's the free shit, holy crap. To be able to put this together and know exactly what to do to get yourself closing more transactions, you're going to be in a much, much better position. 12 more of you have already joined up here tonight, so welcome to the program. And again, I'm going to give you all of these bonuses as long as you're joined up while we're on our training here. While you're on this video, if you go to lutherinnercircle.com, I'm going to give you all these bonuses. You'll actually see it on the member site there as well. I want to show you, I've got my computer over here, and I'm going to show you. I don't know how well you'll see this, but this is, I'm watching the receipts coming in. You probably can't see this very well, but this is the Inner Circle sign-up page, and you can see all those bonuses are there right now. So if you go to lutherinnercircle.com, which you can see right here, you're going to be able to get access to this. And here's the deal, guys. Look, I want to get you closing more deals. I want to get you closing some business. So January is huge for you. But let me tell you, if you're in this mode right now of like, oh, well, it's the holiday time and we're absolutely crushing it right now. This is when people want to buy. Lexus spends more money this month than they do the other 11 months combined. You think people got time to be buying a car right now? They sell more cars now than ever because it's called a December to remember. You really want to impress your wife? Go buy her a house. You really want to impress your wife? Go buy her an $80,000 SUV. They have a December to remember. We actually talk about that in this month's newsletter. I'll mail this out to you as well if you do get joined up tonight. But again, Lexus got it right. We show you exactly how you add this into your business as well. Now, this is month to month. I know you're going to have questions about that. This is month to month. There's no contract. Anybody that wants you to sign a contract, it means their stuff sucks. I got members that have been with us 15, 16, 17 years with absolutely no problems. They're closing more business. They're closing a lot more. So in joining Luther Inner Circle, you're joining our coaching membership. I'm going to get you coached up, show you exactly what to do. You get all of the bonuses, and you are in our Inner Circle coaching every single month. At any time, you can call and cancel. There's no contract. You can be in it 2 weeks. I dare you to try and cancel because I know what's going to happen to your business. I know how many closings you're going to get. So in joining up with Luther Inner Circle, you're in our monthly coaching. You'll see it all on the member site there as well. And when you log in, the second you get it, you'll get your email. Check your spam box if it goes to your spam. But you'll have your login and password, and the world is opened up for you. You're going to see our recent coaching calls. You're going to see a video from me that says exactly what to do right now to get yourself some immediate closings. This is not about you learning more. You'll learn some good stuff. This is about you doing more to get closings. So we're going to get away from all of this crap that everybody's doing every single day. You're going to get the best ads. I'm going to give you the Facebook Riches training. I'm telling you right now, if you don't get it in Inner Circle, you will pay $2,000 for it. And right now, you should be making tons of money with your Facebook page. We've got tons of agents doing it, and they're not spending much money. On our ad clinic call, which you'll get access to tonight, on our ad clinic call, the agent that was on there was spending $3 a day, $90 a month, and getting closings from it. So I'll give you access to that if you are joined up tonight. You will get our December ad clinic call. Again, we do group calls twice a month, and you'll get our ad clinic call once a month. Okay, so hopefully you can see this here, everything that you need. Again, go to lutherinnercircle.com and get joined up. It looks like 15 of you have joined up here so far. We've got hundreds and hundreds of members with us, so many of you will see actually on the ad clinic call, you'll see we had over 400 attendees on there saying, oh my gosh, this was the best clinic we've been on. This ad is easy to use. Even I can do this, and I don't know anything about technology. There's no technology needed in real estate, guys. Those people are trying to confuse you. If you got here, you're more technical than most of the realtors we deal with. The average realtor in America is 57 years old. You can't really teach them technology. So if you got here, you're a whole lot better than most. I want to show you how you profit from that. So again, go to lutherinnercircle.com, get joined up. Hopefully this is helpful for you. Again, get away from distractions and procrastination. Get yourself making some money here and have a better offer. If people are blowing you off, it's because your offer sucks. You're trying to use what worked 10 years ago. You'll run a search for them and negotiate in their best interest. So I want to show you how to increase your offers and how to get better response rates. Again, I'm giving you lots of bonuses for joining up. So hopefully that's been helpful for you. I want this to be the most profitable week you've had in 2019 and beyond. This week is going to happen for you if you make it happen. I'm giving you the systems to do so. So thanks so much for joining us on this Facebook Live. Hopefully it's been helpful for you. Again, check out lutherinnercircle.com. All of you getting joined up here, I got a special little bonus for you. Didn't even talk about it here. We're going to get you closing some deals. So I plan on talking to you soon. I'm Greg Luther. You can find out more about us at gregluthercoaching.com, and we'll plan on talking to you soon. Bye-bye for now. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that video, and listen, we've got a lot more information for you to help you with growing your real estate business. We load new videos nearly every day, and I want you to have access. So you got to do two important things. It's both totally free. Number one, I want you to subscribe to this channel. You'll see the little subscribe button for you to click. If you don't have an account with YouTube, set it up. It's totally free. You got to subscribe to this channel. And the most important factor, you got to ring the bell. Right next to that subscribe button, you'll see a little bell to turn on notifications. That will let you know every time I load a new money-making video to help you with growing your real estate business. Subscribe and make sure you ring the bell. We'll see you in the next video.